Hello, this is Claudia with my latest journal project, which I'm excited to show you. And I created this journal using an old book and mounting images to it. And I used a kit from Little Lady Paperie called the Cottage Life. And also I used a couple of images from her Bohemian Birds kit, which I will link notes about all that below. I also sprinkled in some of my own things, but I wanted to show it to you today. Got this cute little pin on the front and a little fake flower, faux flower. And this velvet ribbon, which is a remnant. It's that real nice, soft, crushed velvet. It's so fun to touch. So here is the front cover. And I've got some old lace that's going around the edge of the spine. Some vintage lace here, some vintage papers. You can pretty much assume that unless I tell you, the pieces that you see in here are from the Cottage Life journal. And I love the way this journal feels like fall, and you really get lost in the feeling of being in a cottage in the country. So let's begin. So the first page area, there's lots of hidden journaling space. I am tending to like to create my journals with a lot of hidden space and then some little scrappy pads, and there's a mini journal in this kit too, so that the writing is hidden, so you can journal on the back of the pieces. Look at how pretty those flowers are. So I really love playing off these, the white, the cream, the cranberry, the brown. Tucks in there, there's a little tuck spot. She's so pretty on the staircase of her cottage with her little cat. And little writing space here. Some vintage lace. We take this off and there's space to write under here. And there's also a nice tag from the kit, and I hand watercolored with some glitter watercoloring and watercolor and tea dyed the back of this card. You can put it in the pocket. I just have it clipped because I like seeing the colors here with the vintage cottage image with the thatched roof. It's so cute. Some more pieces. And a nice pocket here, but love the colors happening here and talking to each other. This, I think, this is not in the kit. This is from my stash. Classic rose image, writing space on the back, some vintage organza ribbon, a vintage book page. Pretty page. Little scrappy notebook for using for little notes, journaling, some coffee dyed papers. That tucks in there. There's a little pocket here. I lined that with vintage book page that's about music. Another little scrappy pad here with some watercolor dyed paper, tea dyed paper that just tucks in here. Another thatched cottage. Such pretty images in this book, like a little, in this kit, artist. Definitely art inspired here. And we've got some coffee dyed paper. So this envelope is in the kit, and you open it up. There's book page, this little portrait. Maybe she lived in the house. She's cool looking. It's a hidden little tuck spot with a journaling card on, and I just collaged and used the glittery watercolor to kind of do the edges. I like the way that one turned out. Okay, this is a prayer card from my stash and a little envelope, which I think I learned to make these from Ruby and Pearl coffee dyed music paper, and you fold it. She has a video on that, but I left it untucked if you wanted to put it in, or unglued, so there's plenty of writing space there. And this little card, I added some glitter watercolor to the flowers just to give it a little bit more sparkle. Love this color palette here in this section. Beautiful image. Didn't want to cover her up. Looks like she's in a field in Ireland with her sheep. And here's a tag that comes out, backed with paper. Nice little pocket with the gate, and I'll pull out here. So then we flip this open, and oh, this is a whole flip out for more writing space. So hidden writing space, that's what we're all about in this journal. Another little tuck spot. These butterflies are in the kit, but I put some painting on them. We've got a little tag here that I embellished and collaged. More of that organza ribbon, some vintage lace. I like the way I took this image, and I think it was in the kit twice on 2 different pages, and I cut it, and so this is just a continuation. I thought that was kind of neat. So it's semi disguised in there as a tag. These are a little photograph of probably the little girl that lived in the house, but this is from the internet. This was not in the kit, but she's so cute with flowers in her hair. Lots of hidden writing space. And go. This is not in the kit either, but really pretty. So, pretty image from the kit. Same with this. I made a little scrappy pad with vintage papers. And that tucks in here. This is vintage crochet lace as the pocket. So this is another pocket with a tag and writing space. Look at that pretty image on the pond. Love it. She's fishing, sort of. Maybe she's crocheting some. Oh no, she's actually probably preparing a bait. So that sticks in here. And this is just some pretty flowers to look at. So this tuck spot is, well, belly band I put there with crochet lace. This is a pocket with more writing space on the back. So that goes down in there. And you can write on that back sheet too. And then I put a mini, tall, skinny journal. Lots of spaces to write. Oh, pretty. This goes right here. This is the final page with a pocket. Cool image off the internet of them working in the garden with their pumpkins and their squash. Perfect for fall. And this is in the kit, a little envelope. this is a nice tag. I've got this. I like the little stamp showing. I think it's cute. And this is a piece of trim and a little journaling card I made with a 3x5 index card. I learned this from Dorothy Jane and also from A Little Bit French. She takes her scraps, these are just scraps that I had. Yeah, so that's it. And I will have this up in my Etsy shop very soon for sale. It's hard to part with it, but I look forward to someone owning it and enjoying it or giving it as a gift. It's a really good fall vibe, cozy cottage vibe. And yeah, I think after this one, I'm diving more into, even though it's not even Halloween yet, I'm going to be diving more into Christmas items because there's really a lot to do to prepare for Christmas. And tie you up here. I got this little pin, which I really like, and the little flower goes right there. So pretty, just sitting out on a coffee table or a dresser or your desk, ready for you to write in it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed looking at this journal, and I would appreciate it if you liked the video and follow my channel, and I'm excited just to share it so that I can connect with other creative people. That's what's been the most rewarding thing. Other people that like to work with pretty papers and colors and vintage pieces. So I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.